Hey, what's going on, y'all? Lincoln Infield here, Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine. It is August 20th, Thursday, August 20th, man. It's nearly September, which is kind of a wild thing to think about, man. It just seems like just the other day we were talking about breaking out of the leathers and getting ready for warm weather riding season, and here we are talking about the beginning of fall. And the good news is that man, we have great weather in the Carolinas here, and we'll ride through the end of the year. It doesn't really even really get cold until later on in the year, November, December way. And yeah, man, but it's just wild to even think about. I was look up the date, say, hey, man, August 20th. Man, it is crazy out there. But the good news is, man, still plenty of stuff going on every single weekend. And the best and easiest way to keep up with that is by picking up your Carolinas Full Throttle magazine. Now, it being the 20th, I'm sure there's still some copies out there, but they're probably rapidly running out at our distributors and carriers. Make sure you get out there and pick up a print copy, man. This is actually our 28th anniversary issue right there, man. Kind of a big thing. It snuck up on us again this year. It's wild to think honestly, every magazine is a surprise, but our anniversary snuck up on us again. But the first print was August of 1998, way back in the late 1900s, and here we are, man, going strong here with the latest issue. Featuring this is a cool thing. Actually, I've got like I like holding up the actual print magazine, man, because I think sometimes if you're just looking at it online all the time, you think, oh man, it's just online stuff. But it is not. It is an actual print magazine. Not many of them left around anymore, but still the best form of media. All the rest of the stuff's kind of crazy. But I'm gonna bring it on stage here so you can look at it and take a look at it and so that because this is a really cool cover. Now, the cover sponsor is our friends at Tobacco Road Harley Davidson in Raleigh, North Carolina. Longtime dealership in the Raleigh area, the capital of North Carolina. Uh, but this is beyond that, man, because basically Tobacco Road, not basically, all the way, Tobacco Road Harley Davidson is the only, not one of the only, but the only privateer team in the King of the Baggers racing. All the other race teams that race in this now, mind you, not a cheap thing to do. All the other race teams in the King of the Baggers series are factory backed race teams. Like the factory builds their bikes, the factory pays for everything. Those are factory riders, and Tobacco Road Harley Davidson is the only privateer race team. Like they are the sponsors of Mad Monkey Racing, which is Brennan that puts together the bike itself, is out of Winston-Salem. Local guys, man, and they go out there and they take on basically the world in the King of the Bagger stuff, man. Very cool. And what that means for you is Tobacco Road Harley Davidson is using the top technology that they're taking to the track every single weekend. This picture's from California at the Moto America race. They're taking this stuff and they're racing it, man. They see what works, what doesn't work, what parts are good, what goes together well, and all these are Harley Davidson parts, man. These are all Harley Davidson parts that you can buy at Tobacco Road Harley Davidson. So very cool stuff, man. On top of Mark Hendricks, the GM over there, continuing the racing legacy of the Raleigh area dealership. At one point being Ray Price Harley Davidson, and that legendary drag racing team. Now the race team at Tobacco Road is a King of the Baggers race team, which is like the hottest thing going on right now anyway in the racing world. So very cool stuff. Like I said, man, big shout out there to Mark and his team, Tobacco Road Harley Davidson, the Mad Monkey race team as well. Lindell Brakes is one of their big sponsors, and Max Splendors right there in the middle, the jockey of that team there. Very cool stuff, man. So make sure you get out there and pick up that copy. A lot of great stuff in this issue, man. Of course, it's full of events. It's full of motorcycle event coverage. We've got a stunt report. If you're into the stunt bikes, man, we've got local stunt riders in here. We've got feature bikes. We've got cartoons, all kinds of cool stuff, man. It is the Carolinas motorcycle magazine. So get out there and pick you up one. Pick you up one, man. On top of it, it's the 28th anniversary issue. None of them were signed. Didn't sign any of them. No need there, man. Just pick one up and go to it. Get out there and do it. Hey, look at that. What's up, Cookie, man? What's going on, brother? This is Neil Billy Garage out there in E City, North Carolina, man. Cool guys out there. Man, hell of a deal. Hope you're doing well out there, man. Good to see you on here. Honestly, brings up another deal there. John is one of the invited bikes to our upcoming Full Throttle Magazine bike show in the Greensboro Coliseum. Very, very cool stuff. And over here on Instagram, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you can comment. I can bring that up here. If you're watching on Instagram, I can see your comments, but I can't bring them up there. But it's good to see Poo Put on here. It's good to see Ellis Customs, man. Cool guys there. Appreciate you. Lonely Johnson, man. Saw him pull out some skate decks today. Cool stuff he's doing over there, man. All kinds of cool stuff. Speaking of bike shows, we've got a couple coming up. Now, in August, we did our last regular season Full Throttle Magazine tour bike show. It was at Doghouse Harley Davidson in Rock Hill, South Carolina. It was August 1st, man. It seems like it was a lifetime ago. Great turnout, man. We went through biblical rains that day and still ended up with a 54 motorcycle bike show. Really heavy hitters there. Very, very cool stuff. And that was our last regular season stuff. Because look, man, when you're in the industry, not bragging, but when you're in this, you got to do a bike show at the rallies, right? There's no way you have a home rally and you don't do bike shows. We're doing bike shows at spring and fall Myrtle Beach, and so we've got those coming up. And this is the last of the shows before Greensboro. But these are it's kind of like the playoffs, man. It's kind of like the playoffs. The last regular season bike show's done. But what we've got coming up, man, and I want to hit these really quick before we get to this weekend's events. I've got 2 bike shows coming up. Now, these are at the fall rally in the Myrtle Beach. So the first one is Friday, October 2nd. We always do these on the last 2 days of the rally, Friday and Saturday. Get down there, party all week, and then we have to do some work to make it where make it where like I actually did something other than just go down there and ride motorcycles and have a big time. So Friday, man, if you are a chopper or antique motorcycle enthusiast, this is your show. This is our newest show, but it's the 4th Chop Suey that we've done. Very cool show done at Barnacle Bill's Rum and Raw Bar. It's in Murrells Inlet. It's right down past Suckbang Blow. So when you come down that way, look, this place is taken over by baggers and Softails, and I'm not taking away from them, man. Very cool stuff. I love all those bikes too. But let's face it, man, there's not a real place for the choppers and antiques to party. Here it is. Friday, October 2nd, Barnacle Bill's Rum and Raw Bar, man. Chop Suey 4. It's a free registration bike show. It's very, very cool, man. We've always had a big turnout. This like 42, 45 bikes show up out there, which is a big deal in a bagger-driven Myrtle Beach. What's up, Stuart? Yeah. So he hopped over from Instagram to Facebook. Good to see you. Absolutely, man. We'll get you over there on the show too. Oh, there's my boy. Speaking of Chop Suey, here's a Chop Suey veteran right here, Mr. Dan Gafford, man. I'm telling you what, brings some of the nicest bikes that we see out there. Dan, it's funny. I communicate more with Dan on this show than I do elsewhere. But we need to get up whenever I come down to the beach, man. I want to stop by and see you for a little while, man. Maybe photograph some bikes, hang out for a little while. Very cool stuff, man. But Dan Gafford, my man. Just got back from Sturgis. I don't want to talk about it because I didn't get to go to Sturgis, but it all looked like everybody had a fine time. Appreciate you being on here, Dan. Always good to see you. But Chop Suey, man, it's cool. The coolest feature about this is, man, it is a free registration bike show. Choppers and antiques. Now, it's funny when you say choppers in Myrtle Beach, you do end up with some modern choppers. I discovered that the first year because when I say choppers, I'm thinking about shovel heads and stuff like that, on down older stuff, cool stuff. Sportster choppers, man. And I got a couple like big dogs and stuff. I thought, well, that's Myrtle Beach for you, man. But they're welcome too. But so modern choppers all the way through old school choppers, antique motorcycles. and we get 10 vintage chrome toasters, right? And we get them pinstriped. Always been pinstriped by my friend Kristen Shipwash at the Rebel Spirit. She has passed the torch this year, and we've now got Ray Spencer of Universal Customs pinstriping, doing the pinstriping for the Chop Suey show here. But we pinstripe the chrome toasters, and those are the trophies. We're not just handing out regular stuff, man. Like cool vintage trophies, hand pinstriped with Chop Suey 4 on it. It's a big time, man. And it's funny, like the ad says awards may be like, because we don't, it's choppers, man. We don't really stick to the script here, man. But a lot of the stuff, it may be best chopper, best antique, modern chopper, best import, and on down the line. There's definitely been some years we had shittiest chopper. We gave out that award too, man. Had a lot of fun with that. So if you're in Myrtle Beach, yeah, there's old 7 himself, Tim Morton, man. What's going on, brother? Which, by the way, speaking of toasters, speaking of choppers, my boy Tim is building a smokeout chopper. And honestly, he's one of our local guys. So we're definitely pulling on this bike to win. But from the progress we see of him putting stuff up there, oh man, I'm telling you what, I don't think I'm going to have to try too hard. I'm not going to sway in too many votes here. Shit looks cool. On top of, he always comes up with some cool stuff, so I'm always down with that. And look at this. This is a big day. This is a big day in the show, man. See, I haven't done a show in a while, and so it's funny when you do the show and everybody stuff. So the MC Part Shack, what's going on? Jay is one of our sponsors as well. Make sure you get out there and check out Law Tigers. They're always on the lot with us. Now I see, here's the thing. I've just about texted him this morning. Jay's going to be at Trog this year. He's going to be at the Race of Gentlemen, which completely conflicts with our bike show down here at Chop Suey 4 at the Fall Rally. But honestly, what a cool experience to be able to do. So I'm there with them. It's cool. I'm glad you're going. But damn it, man, I'm gonna have to make all the choices. No. What do you mean? It's gonna suck, man. I mean, the bike show is gonna be great, but we always have a load of fun picking the winning bikes, doing stuff like that, and it's so that's the thing. Now look, we got all these local boys. They're all doing a really big thing. Tim's building bikes for the smokeout. He's gonna win that thing. Jay's racing in the Trog. I mean, he's gonna win that damn thing. That's because Carolina guys, man. We're doing this thing. But yeah. So Chopper on Chop Suey 4. If you like choppers and antique motorcycles, this is where you need to be, man. Skip all the BS. Come down and hang out with us. By the way, Barnacle Bills has the cheapest beer on the strip, good food, and we pack that place up with cool motorcycles, and that's the deal. Now, if you don't have a chopper, you want to go ahead and put a bike in the show. We've got a bike show the next day, Saturday, October 3rd, and this is kind of our all class bike show. Another free registration bike show. It's going to be at Bubba's Bar and Grill, a local's favorite. This is a 24/7, 365 biker bar that people come to all year round. Very, very cool stuff. Again, great food, good beer prices, and we absolutely jam the parking lot every single year with this bike show. Again, 50, 60 bikes in the show, but the parking lot, I mean, we got to get a little better with the parking attendance, man, because we had a couple trapped motorcycles last time because it gets so freaking busy in there. But great show, free registration, and there's like a $200 payout for best in show. Cool trophies, not toasters, just trophies in this one, but they're custom die cut acrylic toasters, trophies for this event, man. Lots of fun. Again, Bubba's is kind of my home bar during the rally. That's where I go to hang out in the evenings when I get done doing all the work. I just want to go sit down somewhere and hang out for a little while. Bubba's, man, cool place. So two different bike shows at the Fall Rally that you need to be at. Both of them free registration bike shows. Both of them put on by the best bike show company on the East Coast. So now, and I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I got a lot of promoter friends, and I say that to them all the time. But there's a lot of great bike shows. These are just ours, Friday and Saturday. Friday is Chop Suey, free registration and toasters. And then Saturday is the Fall Rally Bike Show at Bubba's, free registration and stuff like that. Yeah, actually, there's. I'm telling you, man, this is a star-studded program today. Mr. Devin Eckert, the second place Mafia with Whiskey Tango Choppers, man. I'm telling you what, there's only second place trophies in the Sportster categories and stuff like that. So if you bring a Sportster out, if it's mismatched paint, something like that, something really bad, you'll probably get first place. If you bring something that's quality for the Sportster thing, yeah, second place all day long. So that's the way that goes. Second place Mafia in the house, man. Good to see you guys. Whiskey Tango Choppers. Make sure you check them out too. Which speaking of that, look, man, I think lots of these folks even we'll see them up at Glory Days in Pennsylvania. We got a couple friends going up to that. But that's later in September. I digress. Let's get back to what we're talking about here too, because these are the fall rally shows and lead up to the bike show. And that is the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine 5th attempt custom bike show inside the Greensboro Coliseum. 5th attempt because we got Snowmageddon last year. It doesn't matter what happens this year. We'll be inside the building. We'll be having the bike show. It's going to be a big time. So those last two Myrtle Beach shows are your last two regular season. And this is like, man, this is the Super Bowl of bike shows. We're inside the Greensboro Coliseum. We've got 2 rooms. We've got like 20,000 square foot of motorcycle show bikes, displays, live music. We've got a bikini contest. The paint awards are by our friend at Ray Spencer at Universal Custom Pinstriping. Live music. Jared Petty's, which he'll be playing at the Fall Rally too. Awesome stuff. And them Rockabilly both be rocking the stage down there. It's going to be awesome. And hey, I'm telling you what, I see names pop up all over the place. My boy over here, Ricky with an awesome Cholo bike, man. I need to get with you too. I gotta shoot this bike. I'm telling you what, this is the deal. But also in Greensboro, man, the shitty Sportster giveaway is coming this year, man. It was ready for last year, but we didn't get to do it. So we've still got the Sportster. We're gonna be giving away a shitty Sportster to the and the fun part about this is somebody's going to go home with this bike and you don't have to buy a ticket for it. Anybody 16 years old and older that comes through the door at the bike show can come over to our Full Throttle Magazine tent and get a free ticket to win the shitty Sportster. Will it be shittier? It's pretty shitty, but that's just because it's a Sportster. It's actually not, there's nothing wrong with the bike. It's just a Sportster, so it's a shitty Sportster. It's a clever name. Shitty Sportster giveaway, man. So free tickets. So not only do you get to come in and see nearly 300 custom motorcycles, visit 150 different vendor booths that are all motorcycle related, check out the bikini contest with the International Bikini Team, get a tattoo while you're there, listen to some live music. You could also go home with a shitty Sportster. We're gonna have a notary there. I'm serious when I say I'm gonna hand you this title. It's gonna be your bike, keys and all. I don't care if you take it home that night. I'm not taking it home. It's yours. We'll leave it out in the parking lot until you take it home. I don't care. But that's a shitty Sportster giveaway is going to be an amazing thing. Plus, on top of that, bike show registration, which is open right now. $12,000 in cash to the bike show winners, man. We're gonna split that. There's 2 best in shows. How do you do that? I'll tell you how you do it. You got a modern best in show. You've got an antique best in show. A lot of times the modern bikes check a lot of boxes, and it's hard to say that an antique bike beat this modern bike with all the bells and whistles. So I was like, man, I love all antiques, man. I love choppers, so Chopper won it last year. So $1,000 best in show to modern best in show, $1,000 best in show to antique. And then we've got like $500 per class. Other than that, it's going to be a big deal. $30 to register your bike. It's going to be beautiful inside the Greensboro Coliseum, man. Like I said, we usually get around 5,000 people through the door. About 300 bikes. We had 280 registered last year. Still, we're taking some at the last minute. and 150 vendor booths, all full industry stuff, man. Cool things. I actually just got word from our friends at Tobacco Road that they will have Max Flinders, their King of the Baggers racer, on site that day signing autographs. They're going to have some of their race bikes there. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a big time. So there's the deal there. Registration is open for that, by the way. If you go to fullthrottlemagazine.com, you can register your bike or get your vendor booth, which is moving steadily. I'm not saying we're going to sell out yet, but you should get on that, man. Do that. So there's lots of cool stuff coming up in the Full Throttle Magazine world. 2 bike shows in Myrtle Beach, and then the big one in Greensboro. And it's just you really the season never ends. The season never ends. The fun never ends, man. We just keep going and going and going. But here we are. We're 15 minutes into the broadcast, and we haven't even got to what we were talking about for today, which is the weekend events update. That's what you're here for. Now, if you picked up the magazine, you already know what's going on this weekend because it's in the cruising calendar that's in the beginning of every single magazine. My beautiful wife takes care of this every single month and gets all these different events listed. If you want your event listed, all you got to do is email it to us. Some restrictions apply, but it's free for charities, clubs, and our advertisers. So if you want to get something in there, okay, we got to get a class for racers. Now, here's the deal, Dan. I'm glad you brought this up. There's not a class for racers because we have a race exhibit. Okay, so if you've got a race bike, you still don't show up with just race bikes. I need to know that they're coming. But we've got drag bikes, we've got flathead racing bikes, we've got all kinds of stuff. But it's really hard for them to compete like on a bike show level. And so I go, don't do that. Let's just have, some of our outlaw vintage race bikes. We'll have some drag bikes. We'll have some cool stuff. We have a race exhibit. So, Dan, if you want to bring a race bike, don't register it, man. Just tell me. Well, I'll have to come up with some kind of no-cost registration form so I at least know what's coming. But we'll deal with that. Back to what we're doing. Back to what. Get me distracted over here. All right, back to what we're doing. Let's talk about events. If you pick up the magazine, you've already got the events. If you signed up for our email blast, our text blast, you got those events on Wednesday. If you want to sign up for that stuff, all you got to do is go to our website, which looks a lot like this, fullthrottlemagazine.com. If you scroll down, you'll see the current issue, and you'll see where you can buy merch, and you can read the magazine online. You can go to the cruising calendar, or you can click on this handy dandy motorcycle right here, and it'll take you to a sign up form for our email blast. It'll look a lot like this. Terribly difficult questions like, what is your name? What is your phone number? What is your email address? We're not selling anything on we're not selling your address, nothing, but if you want to get these email blasts, this is how you do it. You can get them texted, you can get them emailed, you can get them both, however you want it. Whenever it shows up, I'll show you that here in a minute because we have to take a break. See, I do all this stuff and then I got to use it. So just take a break for station identification. Hold on one second.
Hey guys, this is Jay with Left Lane Syndicate. You're watching the Carolina Full Throttle Magazine event update.
Boom. See, and there, all you got to do is then when you come back, it'll look like this. So this is the email that you will get. This is the text message that you'll get, and it'll show you everything you need to know. So this is for this weekend. Now, obviously, I sent this out on Wednesday, so it has stuff from Wednesday, which we started off with some bike nights at Pine Tree Tavern, which, by the way, is every Wednesday. So if you're looking for something on Wednesday, there it is. Tilly Harley Davidson also had a bike night at Shoals Bar and Grill. That was last night. Boone Bike Nights at Boone Motor Cone was Wednesday night. Now tonight, let's start with tonight because that's what really matters, right? Thursday, August 20th, Blue Collar Cycle Company. Every third Thursday of the month is having their bike night, man. Cool times. They do street parking out there, man. Usually pile up Old West End of Street with motorcycles, live music, free drinks. Always a great time, man. Make sure you check them out. Blue Collar Cycle Company. By the way, they might have your next pre-loved motorcycle, and you might want to take it home with you. So do that. Oh, let's see. Hold on a second. Pause. I got 3 coming, 1913. Look at this. Yes. Beautiful, man. I love it. Like I said, I'll get with you. I'll get with you at the beach, man. We'll get something. We'll get something figured out. So cause I'm telling you, man, I'll forget stuff. There's so much that goes into that. I'll forget stuff. Tonight at Cox's Harley Davidson in Ashboro is their bingo bike night. It's also Chloe's birthday. So they're celebrating her birthday. She is the marketing manager over there, and you're gonna want to hang out with them. Hang out. Look, they're gonna have cake. They're gonna have free beer, margaritas, food. Oh man, look at that. Cox's Harley Davidson Ashboro throwing down on a Wednesday night. What is it? What is it? It's Thursday. It's Thursday night. She has them up. Okay, cool. Sorry, reading text. Okay, down home, Harley Davidson also has a bike night tonight at Lucky's Saloon. This is like a powerhouse now. They're only about a mile apart from each other, so very, very cool stuff. A lot of good times to be had right there. Down home, Harley Davidson and Lucky's bike night at Lucky's Saloon in Burlington, North Carolina. Down home's an overachiever, so they also do a rider social, which is basically bike night, sophisticated bike night at the Poison Ivy Brewing Company, which is also in Burlington. So make sure you check them out right there. And then Friday night, our friends at Thunder Road Harley Davidson in Danville, Virginia, which is right down the road from the casino, is having their bike night. Live music there and all kinds of good stuff going. Live music, beer garden, biker games, food vendors at Thunder Roads Harley Davidson, Danville, Virginia. Bike night also at the Last Lap Bar and Grill, which is right above Madhouse Harley Davidson in Winston-Salem. Attached to the building at that, they have their Friday night bike night from 6 to 9 tomorrow night, which is Friday. And Independence Harley Davidson in Matthews, North Carolina, their bike night is Friday night as well. DJ Tribbles, biker games, food trucks, and beer, all at Independence Harley Davidson. So a lot of cool bike nights coming up, man. This week it was wild when I was putting this together. Like, man, it's just all piled up there. So you got your choice there. Saturday, lots of cool stuff going on. A sound competition at Madhouse Harley Davidson in Winston-Salem. The 2 broke for Sturgis, which is kind of funny because Sturgis is over, right? So maybe this should be 2 broke from Sturgis. Like, you spend all your money getting out there and getting back and having a damn good time doing it. So this should be 2 broke from Sturgis, but that's not up to me. This is going to be at Tilly Harley Davidson, Statesville, North Carolina, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Food, stunt show, and more. Man, very cool stuff. They got to have vendors, door prizes, and the blood bus. Always funny when they're like, we're going to have stunts and the blood bus. Yes, you are. All right. Now here's a big local event right in my area. The 16th annual Shriners Children Ride and Benefits. This is always a big event at Double D Burnout Saloon. And they have doubled down on this, man. They're having a ride this year that's going to start off at Springer's in Greensboro. The registration for that will be 10:30 a.m. And they'll leave out of there at noon, collecting money for the Shriners Children's Hospital. And it'll end at Double D's. So the party will still be at Double D Burnout Saloon, and they have live music and they have food. And this is an all-day thing, man. And that'll start at 2 p.m. So you can take the ride from Springer's, or you can just go hang out at Double D. Either way, man, big time and a great cause right there, man. Make sure you check that out. Again, this is a huge event every single year. You might even see me there. You never know. Burlington Hope Riders CMA anniversary parties at Down Home Harley Davidson. Like I said, overachievers, man. Big weekend going on over there in Burlington. This is also on Saturday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. right there. Music, bike blessings, test rides, freebies, food and drinks. Sounds like a good time. Down Home Harley Davidson. Speedway Harley Davidson is having their dogs and hogs, man. 2 things I love, man. Dogs and motorcycles. You can't go wrong there. Or even hot dogs, man. I'm telling you what. Adoptable dogs, food trucks, demo rides, and let's face it, adoptable hot dogs too. Am I right? So go for the hot dogs. Maybe take home a dog too. Definitely take home a new motorcycle. Speedway Harley Davidson, man, coming through for you. Seems like a good time right there. Kickstands for a Cause is going to be at Bourbons and Bobbers in Sherrills Ford, North Carolina. Registration's 10 a.m. for that one. benefits Tim and Kelly Hefner. You know, this community is built around, tongue tied here. These rides, these types of rides where we help people out. Sorry, man, I was trying to read something, get all mixed up here. These benefit rides. There you go, benefit rides. So make sure you get out there and check them out. That's in Cheryl's Ford. Tobacco Road Harley Davidson having their back to school bash. It is that time, like I mentioned at the beginning of the thing. It's that time. It's crazy. I don't like it, but it's that time. Back to school bash, led by Kings of the South MC. They're going to be collecting stuff for backpack drive, live music. They're going to have Kona Ice, free lunch, haircuts for kids. Personally, I don't believe in haircuts, but I mean, I guess if you want to look presentable for school, I never did. And see where it got me. See where it got me. So back to school bash right there at Tobacco Road, Harley Davidson, Raleigh, North Carolina, man. Make sure you check that out right there. Cox's Double Eagle Harley Davidson, West End, North Carolina is having bikes, brats, and billiards. Registration is 11 a.m. Pool tournament, free food and beer and prizes. Man, that's a winner. And that's an indoor pool table, man. So that's kind of nice. Me being inside and in the air conditioner, having a big time. Don't pay any attention to this graphic. I was just looking at it going like, that's wrong. August 22nd, Bikes and Coffee Apex. I picked up the Bikes and Coffee North Carolina, South Carolina, which is down in Cramerton. Don't put these things together because that's September 6th. August 22nd, Bikes and Coffee and Apex is going to be at Fratelli's Delicatessen. And they're going to be riding out there 8 to 11 a.m. Great food, bikes. I'm going to skip that because I made a mistake on it. Harley Hangout, Fort Bragg, Harley Davidson, Fayetteville, North Carolina, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Big times going on. See how muddy those damn AI things are? You guys just stop it. Just stop it with the AI. I'm telling you. You got to stop it. It looks terrible. You look terrible. And it's just dark and muddy. But anyway, the Harley Hangout, Fort Bragg, Harley Davidson, Vima Memorial Ride, Pharaoh Souls 15th anniversary, all cool things. It's just that the flyer's no good. Don't do that. Look at this. Can't you read this one? You can read this one. Benefit poker run for Samuel is going to be at the Barn and Barrel this weekend in Kinston, North Carolina. Proceeds go towards a 10-year-old Samuel's fund for life-changing prosthetic hand that will give him a greater independence and confidence. Man, tell me about it. 10-year-old that needs a prosthetic hand. Dude, that is for real right there. So if you're in the area and you want to do something that's really meaningful, that's cool. Go check them out. This is in Kinston, North Carolina. Good riding down in that area, man. A lot of open farmland, lots of good roads out there. I love some rural roads, and I love a good cause. So make sure you check that one out right there this Saturday. Also this Saturday, 15th annual Bikers for Babies, the Pregnancy Care Center in Martinsville, Virginia. Benefits Pregnancy Care Center of MHC. Make sure you check them out right there. The registration on that is going to be 10 a.m. Kickstands up at 12 p.m. Doghouse Harley Davidson is having the Diva Appreciation Day. And let me tell you guys, how do you not appreciate that? This is an easy appreciation right there, man. That's what I'm talking about right there. Rock Hill, South Carolina, home of Doghouse Harley Davidson. This is going to be 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Go out there and appreciate those divas. You'll get some free beer. There's a bikini bike wash. There's food truck, DJ, and games. There's always games with divas. Always games, man. So make sure you check that out. It looks like they're having tattoos and stuff too. That's pretty cool, man. Enter to win a tattoo session with Doghouse Diva. Salina. Man, that's cool. I'm down. You should check that one out too. Speaking of ladies, the all lady riders meetup will be at Frogs Bar and Grill in Lancaster, South Carolina. Ride together, rise together, live free. Call Jen if you want to figure out about that one. Shop with a Cop will also be going on in Liberty, South Carolina. There's a biker rodeo and games and lots of cops. $10 entry raffle, and there's a raffle 50-50 hosted by Liberty Community Exchange. And that's always a good one, man. They take them kids out there and they buy them some cool stuff. So all jokes aside, that's pretty cool. Then on Sunday, there's a benefit bike run for Marlita Moore out of the CP Mini Mart in Maxton, North Carolina. Kickstands are up at 2:30 in the afternoon, which is a good Sunday kickoff right there, man. You know, you can't do it too early on Sunday. I mean, you're still hurting from Saturday night, so make sure you check that out in Maxton, North Carolina. The Dollar General in Chester, South Carolina, is hosting the 14th annual Motorcycle Sunday. Kickstands up at 10 a.m. for that. There's gonna also gonna be a service. There's gonna be food. And there's gonna be fun, and there's gonna be fellowship. And then every Sunday is Sunday Fun Day at Double D Burnout Saloon in Kernersville, North Carolina. They've got music every Sunday, man. Later on in the afternoon, this is like a 3 p.m. deal right here. Cold drinks, great food, outdoor fun. They have a big weekend too because they're going to be hosting that Shriner Children's Hospital event on Saturday. And then they, like I said, they always have the Sunday Fun Day on Sunday. So good times to be had. And that's what we've got going on this weekend. Now, you got to be thinking to yourself, there's got to be more stuff coming up. And there is. Here's some huge highlights coming up with things in the Carolinas. The Smokeout, the original Chopper Party. We talked about it earlier because Tim, my man Morton, is going to win the garage build off. But this is such a huge event, man. You've got to go to it. I was telling somebody earlier today, this is like taking an entire rally and shoving it into the fairgrounds, the Salisbury Fairgrounds, Rowan County Fairgrounds in Salisbury, mind you. Great time, man. 4 major bike shows in one weekend, live music all 3 days, non-stop moto action, motorcycle art, top builders, tattoo alley, dirt drags, biker games, mini bike racing, vendors, camping. It's just, I'm telling you, man, one of my favorite things, like between this one and the AMCA event, and of course our events, man, these are the best. By the way, Nashville Pussy coming back to play on the main stage Saturday night. Now, I have not seen Nashville Pussy since, since 2004. We saw him at Cherokee at the Cherokee Survivors Rally, a rally that does not exist anymore. Probably was one of my favorite ever. But that's awesome. They're also going to have the Coffin Cats. Tim's still on here. He said, by the way, there's going to be flat track too. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. They didn't update their ad for it, but yeah, they added flat track racing to that. That's pretty cool. So look at Tim. Look at Tim. He's on top of stuff. That is, I'm sorry, September 10th through 13th. And we will definitely be there. Yeah, see right there on there. There's my logo. We are a supporter of this event and do not miss it. I started going to the Smokeout when it was Smokeout 4, and convinced my wife to go the next year. And we've been going ever since, man. Great times. It's just not one to miss. On a more somber note, one of our friends, man, is in need of some help. Crabman's Benefit Ride is September 26th. It's going to start at Duke's Tavern in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. They're going to ride up to Elkin. My man, Crabman, is a good dude. Man, he's a good dude. And he has some cancer that just, you know, it can't be taken care of. This is more about support than it is anything else. This is more about showing love than anything else. And it's going to be a good day anyway. And who complains about riding motorcycles and having a good time? Look at this. People calling during the broadcast, obviously not watching Party Foul. So make sure you check that out. September 26th, Crabman's Benefit Ride. You can look that up on Instagram, Crabman's Benefit Ride, or at Duke's Tavern. And make sure you check that out. Back to the fall rally, my friends at Beach Customs up in Little River. Everybody says there's nothing going on outside of Murrells Inlet. There is. There's plenty. Beach Customs is one of those places. They're having a swap meet October 1st, which is a Thursday, in Little River. Man, go up there and hang out. This is a great local shop, another family shop. And they will work on all your old motorcycles as well as new motorcycles. They've got a cool thing going. This is their 3rd swap meet, man. Really cool things going on up there, man. And you make sure you get up there and check them out. And then, of course, our bike shows, we already talked about them. Then the AMCA Southern National Swap Meet, another one that I say is an event that you don't want to miss. So make sure you go check that one out there. This is in the Denton Farm Park. The 90th anniversary of the Knucklehead is the theme for this year. And let me tell you, when these guys do a theme, the place gets packed with. They did sidecars a couple years ago, and it was just absolutely packed with sidecar motorcycles. Antique. It was so cool. So I expect to see. There's already a ton of knuckleheads there. I expect to see more. It's so cool. They have an antique bike show. They have just antique vendors at swap meet stuff. If you're looking for that hard to find part, this is a great place to do it. On top of that, it's just a great party. We have a great time there. Again, this is another one that we sponsored just because it's such a great event. Love having this in my backyard. October 9th and 10th at the Denton Farm Park. Beautiful place, by the way. Is the 17th annual AMCA Southern National Swap Meet and Camp Out. Also swap meet coming up November 14th and 15th, the Charlotte CBA 57th annual swap meet and bike show at this Rowan County Fairgrounds as well in the Salisbury. Cool stuff. Make sure you get out there if you got stuff to sell, if you got stuff to buy, if you just want to hang out. We'll be out there. Go out there and have a good time. And then, of course, the bike show. I'm telling you what, that is the biggest indoor bike show in Greensboro on that day that there will ever be. So make sure you check that one out too. So that's that. That's all of it. That's all of it, guys. And now, like I said, if you don't want to listen to me ramble about this stuff, if you've got better things to do, I'm completely cool with that because we put it all in this here handy dandy motorcycle magazine. 337 issues in a row, months in a row, dating all the way back to August of 1998. Pick up a copy. Do it the right way. Read it at the bar stools, in the bathrooms. It is the way bikers do things. You got to teach these youngins. It's not on the phone, guys. It's in the magazine. It's in real life. It's hanging out with your friends. That's where it's at. But that is all I've got for you today. And quite honest, I am tired of talking 36 minutes straight of talking. I just get tired of it. So we're done with this. I got some work to do. We're working on the September issue right now. So if you got stuff you want to get in there, events and stuff like that, man, you better hurry. Because I got today and tomorrow, and then I'll be finishing up next week. So that's it. All right. So that's all we got for you today, man. That is 36 minutes of your life that you have completely wasted. But I do appreciate you spending it with me. We'll see you out there this weekend. Go ride your motorcycle, man. I don't care where you're riding, what you're going to do. Just go ride your motorcycle. Have a good time. Maybe we'll see you out there.